New York, San Francisco, and Philadelphia are suing the Pentagon to fix a long-standing problem first flagged by an Inspector General report in 1997.
The Department of Defense and the military branches that we've sued have failed miserably in their reporting obligations over the course of the last 2 decades.
One deadly mistake: Devin Kelly found guilty of domestic assault in a military court, but the Air Force never entered the conviction into the FBI database. He bought a rifle and killed 26 people at a Texas church last month, including the pastor's daughter.
She is frolicking with the angels at this point.
The Pentagon is struggling to determine if they have a systemic failure, human error, or both. A December audit found problems across all services. The Army failed to submit the proper paperwork to the FBI 41% of the time, the Navy and Marine Corps 36% of the time, and the Air Force 14%. The lawsuit's goal: hold Pentagon officials, including Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis, in contempt of court if they don't accurately enter all information. Officials at the Pentagon say they have a big task ahead. At the Air Force, some 60,000 electronic cases go back to 2002. After that, they need to determine if paper records were properly entered. Hans Nichols, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.